Hello everyone and welcome back to Chess with M&M. Today we will see the game 5 of the round 3 of the semi-finals of Lindores Abbey Rabid Challenge on Chess 24 between Nakamura and Carlsen. Now as we saw at the last video that Nakamura won the second game and Carlsen won the third game. The fourth game ended by draw and now we come to Armageddon. Now in the Armageddon Nakamura by the black pieces and Carlsen by the white pieces, and in the Armageddon now the black has 4 minutes while the white has 5 minutes, but the idea if the game ended by draw, so the black will win the game. So this is the idea by the Armageddon. However, Carlsen with the white pieces and Nakamura with the black pieces. Carlsen opened this game by d4, queen's pawn opening, knight to f6 by Nakamura, c4, e6, knight to f3, and now d5 by Nakamura. Knight to c3, bishop to e7, the main line of the queen's gambit declined, bishop to f4 by Carlsen, and now castles by Nakamura. e3, I want to develop my bishop and then castles into the king side, knight b to d7, and now bishop to e2 by Carlsen. D capture on c4. The idea by d capture on c4 now at this moment is forcing this bishop to moving twice. And Carlsen said, okay, let's just castles, okay? Here Nakamura played a6, preparing to pushing b5. In the last game, in the third game, Nakamura played knight to b6 and he tried to protect the c4 pawn, and then after queen to c2 he played knight to d5, and then he pushed c5, and then he plundered bishop to a4, and then he lost the game. However, at this game Nakamura played a6. I want to push b5 to protect my c4 pawn, a4 by Carlsen, not allow the black to push b5, and now knight to d5 developing the knight, also saying to Carlsen, if you want to capture on the d5 then I will capture by the pawn guarding my c4 pawn, also threatening the bishop on the f4. Bishop back to g3 and now c5 by Nakamura hitting the center. Bishop capture on c4, c capture on d4, e capture on d4, and now knight 7 to b6 attacking the bishop on the c4. Bishop back to b3 and now a5 by Nakamura grabbing a space on the king side. Knight to e5, I want to develop my knight too. Bishop to d7, I want to play something like bishop to c6, sorry, and I want to develop my unuseful bishop on the a8 h1 diagonal. Knight to e4, I want to develop my pieces too, and now bishop to c6, bishop to c6, developing the bishop on the a8 h1 diagonal, and saying to Carlsen, if you want to capture my bishop, it's not a problem, because however it's unuseful bishop for me. And Carlsen accepted the deal and he captured. Knight capture on c6, b capture on c6, and now rook to c1, attacking the pawn on the b6. And here Carlsen played Nakamura played knight to b4, developing the knight, also guarding the pawn on the c6. A beautiful move by Nakamura. Queen to e2 by Carlsen. I want to make room for the rook to come to the d1, and now knight 6 to d5, developing the other knight, and Nakamura by this having monsters knight on the b4 and also on the d5 squares. Rook f to d1, developing the rook on the queen's diagonal, and now rook to e8, making room for the bishop to come to the f8 and protect the g7 square, also developing the rook on the queen's file, also preparing to pushing e5 in the future. So after rook to e8, queen to f3 by Carlsen, shifting the queen to the king side to attack this king on the g8, and now rook to a7, controlling the 7th rank by Nakamura. And here after rook to a7, Carlsen played bishop to e5, putting a pressure on the g7 square. Something like queen to g4 or to g3 will be maybe a strong idea for the black. So here after bishop to e5, simply Nakamura played bishop back to f8, guarding the g7 square. Queen to g3, putting more pressure on the g7 square and not allow this bishop to move away. And now simply f6 by Nakamura, please move your bishop. Bishop to d6, bishop capture on d6, knight capture on d6, attacking the rook on the e8, rook to f6, going away from the threat, and now knight back to e4 by Carlsen, because e5 was a threat to trap the knight on the d6. And now queen to b8. Queen to b8 offering to trade the queens. And here Carlsen declined that offer and he played queen to f3. And okay, rook to e8. Again, I want to push e5. Rook to e8, and now here Carlsen played g3. g3 making room for the king for any check back rank checks in the future. Okay? So after g3, here Nakamura played king to h8. The idea by king to h8, now I want to push e5, but if I pushed e5, then the a2 g8 diagonal will be opened and for this bishop on the b3. So e5 and the king, if I played e5 when the king on the g8, so it will be so dangerously for my king. So king to h8 first, and then we will prepare to push e5. So after king to h8, knight to c5 by Carlsen, developing his knight, and here Nakamura played rook a to e7, preparing to his big push. Bishop to c4, and now e5 by Nakamura. Okay. D capture on e5, queen capture on e5, attacking the pawn on the b2, rook to d2 guarding the pawn, and now queen to g5 attacking the rook. Knight back to b3 guarding the rook on the d2, and now simply knight to b6 attacking the bishop on the c4, and here on the b6 on the c4, yeah. So after knight to b6, here Carlsen played h4, attacking the attacker of the rook on the d2, queen to e5 by Nakamura, and now rook to e2 by Carlsen, attacking the queen again. Queen back to c7, rook capture on e7, queen capture on e7, and now knight capture on a5, and by this Carlsen win a pawn. Here after knight capture on a5, Nakamura played queen to e5, okay, attacking the knight, also attacking the pawn on the b2. Knight back to b3, and now Nakamura said let's capture the pawn on the a4, knight capture on a4, and then let's capture the pawn on the b2 with the knight, okay. Here, after knight capture on b2, on a4, sorry, Carlsen played bishop to f7, attacking the rook to f8, attacking the bishop, and now Carlsen here played rook to c4. Now, rook to c4, the idea by this move is, if you capture my bishop, I will capture your knight, alright? Here, Nakamura captured the bishop, rook capture on f7. And it was in this moment that Carlsen played a big blunder, a terrible blunder, that, I mean, how he missed that tactic, I don't know, but here, at this moment, Carlsen played a big blunder, and it is rook capture on b4. Rook capture on b4, and I think you saw the idea and why this move is a blunder, because here, after rook capture on b4, Nakamura simply played queen to e1 check, attacking check, and also attacking the rook on the b4. There is no way to prevent queen capture on b4. Here Carlsen played king to h2 simply, queen capture on b4 by Nakamura, queen capture on c6, trying to play something like rook to e7 or something like that. But here Nakamura simply played rook back to f8, and it was in this moment that the world champion Magnus Carlsen resigned the game. Now, why Carlsen resigned the game? Because he lost a whole rook. I believe I can fly. I believe I... Now here, before I finish this video, here I want talking about this position, that rook capture on f7. Here at this moment, the engine says that Carlsen had to play rook to e4, okay? Rook to e4, attacking the queen, and also when this queen moves to anywhere, then rook to e8 will be a threat with a checkmate. So for this reason here, the black has to play something like queen to b8, guarding the e8 square, and after queen to f4, offering trade the queens, and also to playing rook to e8, also attacking the knight on the b4. Here the black has to play something like rook back to f8, and now simply the black can capture on the b4, rook capture on b4, and after queen capture on f4, rook capture on f4. This position is simply an equal position, and also probably it will be end by draw. But unfortunately Carlsen missed that idea, and instead rook to e4, here he played rook capture on b4, and after queen to e1 check, king to h2, queen capture on b4, queen capture on c6, and rook to f8. In this position that Carlsen resigned the game. So yeah, by this Nakamura won the semi-finals, and Nakamura now in the finals against Dubov. So let's see what will happen in the finals. So yeah, this is the game and this is the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to smash the like and subscribe. Also, you can support us on Patreon. The link is below the video. Also, you can check out my previous videos and see you in the next videos.